What it do, Moody?
What's up in the crib?
Back again. Yes, sir.
This is the couch view. I don't think they've seen that.
Nah.
I don't got no Percy. It's you.
I really don't have
I
any
ain't
Percy's. I put
bring it.
this last week. I
Yeah.
had this as my last week one, but then obviously other stuff just came up that I was like, let me just push this out for this week. But
Yeah.
if I was to talk about it, it's just the new 28 Years Later movie is coming out next month. Uh, part 2 to the last one that just came out earlier this year, which I really enjoyed. Um, it had me worried when I first wrote this because I was like, man, January releases. As much as I go to movies, I know I found out like January releases for movies are typically like the throwaways. Like
Yeah.
January and February are like throwaway movies that they know they're not gonna be making their money on. So I was like, that's kind of concerning that it's coming out in January.
Yeah. This is the shallow point of the
It's
movies,
directed by a
basically.
black woman that, like, I love Nia DaCosta, but,
Mhm.
people are just automatically gonna downplay it just because of that. It's not the
Exactly.
same people that made the originals and whatnot. But the good thing about it that out over the week, so for benefit of having it marinate is that I think I told you yesterday that, critics have seen some of the movie
Mhm.
and they're like, "Yeah,
Is
this joint is gonna be fire."
isn't it? I don't know if it's headline, but I know I saw the trailer. Isn't Ralph Fiennes in it?
Yeah. He
Yeah.
was in the first one, but only for
Yeah.
a short bit. But this
Okay.
one's gonna focus around him and
Okay.
the guy that was in Sinners, the main Irish dude in
Okay.
Sinners. Like, yeah,
Oh, I should know his name. That shit was
I forget his
Bravo.
name, but he's like
Doing the Irish
he
jig. Yeah.
popped up at the end as well, and they're basically picking up the storyline after what happened in 28 Years Later. Which I don't know if you've seen that yet.
No,
Yeah,
I haven't. No.
really good, really good. So
I'm a fan of the original. Like I saw all the three of the original,
yeah,
so that's good. But I definitely do want to watch the um the reboots that have come out now.
yeah, I wouldn't even consider a reboot. It's just kind of
Reframing,
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah. It
revivification.
really takes more consideration after the first one and
Hmm.
doesn't really consider 28 weeks later.
Yeah,
So you can kind of think of it in that way, kind of like how they did with the Halloween movie,
yeah,
where they really just built up the first one and then just started anew with the what you call it. But yeah, originally was worried about the January release, but again, just from early reviews so far, that it's gonna still keep the. It's actually, some people say it might even be better than the last one. So
mm, okay,
looking forward to that. And then they're already working on 3, which they look to bring back Cillian Murphy for. So
that's what's up.
yeah, that's my Percy.
I've thought of one now. I already told you this personally, but like Vinland Saga, as much as people been telling me to watch it,
Yeah,
yeah, season 2, episode 9, Oath. That's one of the best episodes of anime I've ever watched.
yeah,
So I'll just keep it short with that.
yeah.
But
Let's not beleaguer the point. We got a lot of wrestling to get into. Let's start the show.
Doors opening. Step back to allow customers to exit.
Wow, hey, Samson, my tag team partner.
my bro, Moody, coming off the top rope. That's 3 Up podcast.
We stroll the avenue of wrestling.
Follow us here on this beautiful channel. Like, comment, subscribe.
Episode 75. We reached 3/4
Yeah.
to 100. It's crazy of episodes, and we got a big week this week. John Cena's last match
Mm-hmm. I'm ready
in a
for
couple hours. We got Collision about to start there in Wales. Right now, we're still got the Butler Providence game going on. That went into overtime. So
Yeah.
I'm hoping it doesn't go into double overtime.
I think they just did.
Okay.
They just did. That's why we're in commercial
That's
break
crazy.
right now.
I thought they were
Double
still
overtime.
I thought they were still milking
they're-
15 seconds left.
They're tied at 100.
Yeah, winter is coming.
Mm-hmm.
AEW happened this week as well, their theme show, and yeah, we have NXT Deadline Recap.
Yep. Like you said, well-earned draw.
Yeah.
Because you were tight that I changed my choice to Jordan Grace very clearly. You were like, "Oh, this nigga just swing it like he want to have another draw," which I did not want, because
I ended up we both ended up having
we were
Jordan,
both wrong.
and then I ended up switching to Lola.
Yeah, because I brought up Lola because I was like, she would be one of my picks too. But yeah, Ricky Saints did not retain the title either.
Yeah, bit of a surprise, but I guess, yeah. I mean, you couldn't have gone wrong with either one to face Cody
Yeah.
for Saturday night's main event. But yeah, Cody versus Oba.
Yeah, that's way more of a look when you
Yeah.
see like if you're not watching NXT.
Yeah, and you don't know who this guy is. Like
Exactly.
you're just like Jesus. So looking forward to that.
Two-time
tonight.
NXT champ Oba Femi.
Yeah. Though I think we both talked afterwards that we don't expect the title reign to be long.
Yeah, I would say like I mean because he should be just on the main roster, right? I mean, we're gonna get into it, but he did show up on SmackDown, you know, and lead
Yeah.
for obviously the build for this match. But
Yeah, we got the NXT Women's Iron Survivor wrong. That was the biggest surprise who we gave no chance to.
yep,
Kendall Gray.
Yep. The first recruit of the Ren QCC.
Yeah.
Which I'm now that she's got this going, I'm a fan of Ren.
Yeah, I've been messing with the Ren QCC.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of Ren Sinclair. But yeah, Kendall Gray winning the #1 contendership.
Yep. I was sitting there thinking, I'm like, oh shit. I was like, oh yeah. Because who was it that was leading at the
They
end?
were
they all at 2?
Yeah, they were all at 2.
Yeah.
And she ended up getting
She stole somebody's finisher with a win, right? Like somebody hit their finisher,
I think
and
it
I
might
think
have
she
been
got
Jordan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she like just got the pin, you
Yeah.
know. And both of the matches did end up with the, you know, very last second, you know, the
Mhm.
last third fall was with 3 seconds left,
Yeah.
you know, on the whole 25-minute clock. So they're great at the Iron Survivor in NXT, like
Yeah, it's a
making it
fun
feel
match.
dramatic and like I think that's a testament. I will say, I mean, NXT is supposed to be, you know, clearly like younger or like more
Mhm.
developmental, but athleticism has a lot to do with that. So I think that the timing, I'm just like they're really good, you
Yeah,
know,
for sure.
with that.
For
so
sure.
because it's like if anybody twists their ankle, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying, or if they like have Tonga Loa in that spot, then you're fucking that up. Like
Yeah.
the Tonga Loa is not gonna get there in time. Like the time's gonna run out. We're gonna be like, so what are we doing now?
We got to do it.
Yep.
But I guess like the reason I thought they probably put it at 25 minutes instead of a full 30 is to give that 5-minute overtime. I feel like that would be the logic.
Sure. Yeah.
But
You could have that. Definitely have everybody be 2-2 tied up, and then you go into like
it's
one
funny
more.
though. I was thinking though, it was like if you had like 3 people that were tied, and it
Or
was,
you're doing or
like you just
3
basically
people.
like get the other 2 people out of the match.
Yeah,
It's like
exactly.
you didn't meet the overtime qualifications of
Mhm.
like reaching 2 pins a fall like everybody else did. That you gotta be out of this match.
And that's great because
for the
then you
last
just
5
immediately
minutes.
get a triple threat match because
Yeah.
it's just first fall wins. So yeah, that's a good one.
First of all, wins would be interesting because I didn't even think of that way. I thought it would just run through the 5 minutes. But yeah, first of all,
yeah.
wins would make sense.
Yeah,
in
exactly.
Sudden death. Yeah,
Mhm.
that'd be dope. I'm sure that's probably how they probably think about it.
Yeah.
Our only win on the show,
Yeah.
Ethan
Which
Page,
was obvious. Yeah.
over Mr. Iguana to retain his North American Championship.
Yeah, they're not taking that off of him. He's the best
Person
wrestler
on the Western
on
Hemisphere.
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Or at least definitely on the North American continent.
Yeah.
For sure. Because he's got a title in Mexico.
And
He
just
is
lost
Canadian.
the mixed tag as well.
Oh, they did. Yeah,
I
they
think
did just lose
they
that.
think
Yeah.
they just lost
That just
yeah.
happened. Yeah. But yeah, we are also wrong about Tatum getting her get back against Izzy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we was wrong about all this. And even the men's Iron Survivor. I had Joe Hendry and you had Miles Bourne.
And I was so close to Miles Bourne, and I thought he was going to win it.
I thought you was going to win it too.
Until Javon Evans kind of reversed that pin to us, kind of like a little schoolboy. Not a schoolboy, but effectively a schoolboy.
Yeah.
Roll
ups.
roll
up
up
wins
for a 1, 2, 3.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh man, I thought I had it. Nope, Javon Evans. And I'm actually happy because I was like, I picked Miles out like not out of disrespect. I just feel like it was like, man, you really trying to push this guy in my face like this.
For sure.
Like, it felt very like non-subtle.
Yeah,
Did not feel subtle at all. And I'm like, Javon, let's go. And we'll talk about how that played out later in this episode. But yeah, I was happy that Javon won.
Yeah. I mean, very good spot for him. Like you said, I mean, I guess there's no way to like bring it up even more except for going into it.
Yeah.
So we might as well go into Raw right now.
Sure, yeah.
Just so we could
but
get to that point.
We ended up tying on the show 1 and 4 for predictions.
Oh yeah. The score update. Yeah.
I thought I updated this. I believe I am 6, 5, and 8, and you are 5, 6, and 8 on the season.
Yeah. I know you asked me about. Obviously, I recalled the last few.
Yeah.
So
But yeah, that was NXT Deadline. Pretty good show. Iron Survivors were really the top, and then obviously the surprise with Ricky was also made it a pretty good show. Yeah, let's go into Raw recap. Flagship. Decent show for me.
Yeah.
Nothing really stood out. I thought, I guess for me with wrestling this week, outside of AEW, it was just more like, let's just get the Saturday Night's main event already.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, that's when you got something just pressing on your mind like that.
I'm not even pressed out of my mind out of it. I'm just like, okay, let's just.
I mean, it's soaking up all the wrestling.
Like even throughout the last few weeks during WWE programming, they have like the little John Cena kind of moments where he kind of gives retrospect of his career and whatnot. And I'm like, can we just get back to the show?
Yeah, really.
Like, no offense to John, but I'm like, can we just get back to the show?
I'm ready for you to be gone.
Yeah, like, we are milking this right now.
Really.
So, but yeah, you were higher on it than me. I probably had everything as a mid, but I'll let you start.
Yeah, I just like the whodunit. That's why I got the masked man returning, and when Logan Paul comes out to attack Rey Mysterio for whatever reason, just because he's an asshole, I guess.
Yeah, we had a confrontation last week or so.
Yeah, sure. But yeah, Logan Paul is jumping Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio gets the upper hand, and as he's about to go do the 619, he gets hit with a super kick, assumingly from the same masked man, and that same guy hits a stomp just like we saw him do in War Games. So it's primo just because I'm like, who did it? Like I just want this person to be revealed. And once again, it's all about like timing and such. Like I don't need this masked man to pop up on, like the next 6 weeks, and I'm like, all right, I don't care who this is anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna have to do it correctly, and it better also be somebody significant. Whether it's predictable or not, that's fine. But like, let it be a push then.
Fair.
That's all.
Yeah.
So
like I said, I still think it's Austin Theory, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was Montez. But even just from like
Alberto Del Rio, no, not him.
Even as the height, I'm like, that doesn't even look like Montez's height. So I would say I'm leaning towards Austin Theory. But hey, maybe we might see who that person is tonight.
Yeah.
Just as a prediction. But yeah.
Like I said, that's just more so that's primo. That's my preference of a mystery. That's all that is. Like I said,
for sure, I can understand.
That's all that
there
is.
Because
the segment
mystery,
was.
But
yeah, I understand that the segment was mid for sure. But things that did matter, other mids.
I'll maybe put a primo for Braun Breaker.
Okay.
Tsunami LA Knight on top of the vehicle. Bronson Reed.
Bronson Reed. Yeah.
Tsunami LA Knight on top of the the car. That's obviously a great visual, and obviously you're not. Well, depends. How long is LA Knight out?
Exactly. I had that thought because I remember when this happened before, and I was like, if anybody could be back in 1 week, it's Braun Strowman.
Yeah,
who's huge. LA Knight is not that.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's out.
And he did this to Ricochet, and we saw what happened to him. He basically died.
Exactly.
Never came back.
He killed Ricochet.
He never came back.
So LA Knight, I hope, once again, in spots like these, I hope he's not hurt. I hope it's storyline.
Yeah,
because easily it could be like, oh, he just needs like, even if it's just time off, that's fine, whatever. But it's the holidays are coming up, so it could be just that. Fingers crossed. But
maybe
like a lot of spots like that, it's like
out to Royal Rumble and it's a surprise entrance.
Yeah, for sure.
Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed are just
like
dominating the Royal Rumble, and then all of a sudden you just hear LA Knight's music come out, and then he ends up taking out both of them.
Could LA Knight
and then win
the Royal Rumble? Could LA Knight win the Royal Rumble?
Everybody's feeling LA Knight. They want him to win,
and I think it's like that's good booking in the sense of like people are thinking that like, oh, they want him to win so bad that it's like, all right, and we put him on not the shelf, but like take him off the burner right now because he's a little overcooked, and then it's like, all right, absence makes the heart grow fonder. And if you are able to cash all of that into like a Mania win, that's like holy shit. But that's where I'm like, would LA Knight win at Mania? Because it's like it depends who that champion is, obviously. Like Braun Breaker, but that's not gonna be the Mania main event.
Braun Breaker, maybe it's a 3-way.
That would make
Braun
sense.
Breaker, CM Punk, and
LA Knight wins the Royal Rumble. I think that's a stretch, but yeah, that's good. But either way, taking him out,
maybe at a 4-way, maybe Jey Uso.
To shorten the answer, though, I'd say he's out at least 2 weeks. I mean, 2 weeks is what? I mean, that'll give us like. They always do the end of year wrap up episodes.
I don't think so. I think they pre-tape
Yeah.
episodes
Okay.
right now, but like they did make the New Year's or the New Year Monday Night Raw being like a major show, so he'll probably be back for that.
Yeah, there you go. The first Raw of
He'll probably end up
2026.
costing Braun Breaker
Okay,
his championship match against CM Punk that night.
there you go. That could make
in a
sense.
return, but
Yeah, so that's 3 weeks right there. That makes
Yeah.
sense because he took 3 tsunamis and one on top of
Yeah.
it. Yeah, sure.
he's been working his ass off, so you just count this as like an early vacation.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that was I put as a primo.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that. That's always a good visual,
Yeah,
especially with a guy like Bronson Reed.
Yeah, to our viewers out there, we were running around all day, so I didn't even see that clip until we got back.
Yeah.
And so I would have that clip. I guess that whole run of it because
The Braun Breaker promo was good too.
the Braun Breaker, it was. So that's what I had at mid, but it runs into the escalation of whooping LA Knight's ass.
Yeah.
So, but in the promo, like I said, he's been on point and love the style. Like he's in his bag. Like he's still unhinged. His voice cracks and it works for him. And it also doesn't feel he's not forcing the voice crack. I think that's actually that's happening.
So amped up.
Yeah. And I think he just has really you can hear Jey Uso, like his wind gets down, like he gets gassed clearly. And it's like that does not happen with Braun Breaker. So like he could just keep going and like until his voice like squeaks and it's like he'll just keep going. And it's just like he doesn't care. Like if you don't bring the old CM Punk from 2011, 2012, 2013, 14, 434-day reign Punk, I'll take your title. And while I'm at it, I'll take your wife. Ooh, the whole crowd. So got to have that punchline. But I would say the one down point of this promo, not the promo itself, but clearly they're trying to get a tagline over for him. It's about to be on a t-shirt. Spear 1, 2, 3. I don't know if that works for me personally. It's just so on the nose. Like we could have came up with something better than that, but
it's not the most creative.
That's all.
It makes you think of Goldberg, of just like how dominant he is, and I get what they're trying to do, but something you can put on a t-shirt.
Exactly. That's exactly the way I read it. It's gonna be something on a t-shirt. That's it.
You have the Usos back in the tag team division as a mid.
And that's the headline, but I would hope that it's really I don't know how much, because they've been building up the women's tag division a lot. Like how much investment can you have in all tag divisions at the same time, because it wasn't just about the Usos, because the New Day was out there and it was the Raw Tag Team Champions. This was directly following them, AJ Styles and Dragon Lee defending against the Viking Raiders.
War Raiders.
Or War Raiders. Yeah. Are they War? Oh, yeah. They are War Raiders?
They changed it back, yeah.
Oh, okay. But also my thought was, damn, I ain't seen them in a minute. You know what I'm saying? But to have that visual, all right, so we saw them, and that's 4 teams that we just saw in the ring all together. So it's like, okay. And having the really good face-off with, we know the chemistry with New Day is immaculate. So with some of the best tag team matches that WWE's ever put on. Just a spark of hope, I guess.
Sure. It's mid for me. I'm like, man, it sucks that like the Usos didn't have longer, especially Jimmy, have like a longer sustained singles run. And then like what's happening with Jay's storyline? That's the most confusing part, because this dude was so deflated after losing in the last time it's now tournament, and then all of a sudden, like 2 weeks later, he's back tagging with his brother. It's like,
this is where I think it is storyline. I'm glad you brought it up because I forgot that point. Where this spark of hope that I talk about the tag team division, like you said, and I'm more with you on that point. I think this would be like more of like, we're gonna get in that spot for them to be in the tag team championship match, and once again, storyline takes over. Maybe they're redoing Jay and Jimmy again, because I know a lot of people would say that was probably the worst of the Mania matches that year, and to continue like his downfall, and Jimmy can like, because what, Jay won that before?
Jimmy, I think.
Jimmy won?
No, Jay won.
Jay did win. Yeah. Oh yeah, he was main event Jay. So maybe Jimmy, brings his brother back. I could see that. That was like the quick booking I had in my head when I was like, yeah, because that doesn't make sense really. But have him crash out on his brother, and then maybe eliminate them in the Rumble or some shit. I don't know. Just continue their family, bloodline,
Yeah.
whatever. Sprinkle a Roman in there somewhere to like fuck with Jimmy's head, and then bang, Mania match again. So
I could definitely see them getting
or a big, or maybe not
'cause I
Mania,
definitely
but
do know
like,
they want to redo that match because they
yeah,
weren't happy with it either.
exactly.
So I
Maybe
could
not
definitely see
Mania or
that
like
happening.
Rumble or
Yeah.
something.
And I guess you can argue like you haven't really seen this dynamic of New Day versus the Usos because it's always been heel face vice versa
Yeah.
in their situations. So
True. Yeah. I didn't even think about that.
yeah,
I think just because they're, I don't want to just,
I think when you think about New Day and Usos just together again, it's like, oh, we've seen that match so many times. But
Yeah.
if there was a way to think about it as it fresh, is the fact that this time the
Yeah.
New Day are heels and the Usos are faces.
Exactly. And the crowd is yeeting all over the place versus eating bootios.
Yeah.
You know? So
yeah, the other matches on the card for me, the Roxanne and
Lyra Valkyria. Yeah.
mid, Asuka, not Io versus Kyrie mid, the tag team match mid, like
Yeah.
it
was
good.
fine.
It was
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Nothing to write home about for sure.
The last thing I had on here for shake wise, I enjoyed was the Maxine's training vignette.
Yeah,
You know,
the second week again.
Yeah. So
Natalia and her fighter gimmick.
Exactly. And like clearly Maxine is improving very quickly,
Mm-hmm.
fighting in the Heart Dungeon or wherever she's at.
Mm-hmm.
And Natty in the shadows being like, "Are you ready now?" And she's able to tap out Natty like pretty freaking quick too. Where I'm just like, damn, all right.
Yeah.
And she's like hulked up, like, you know, Maxine's small ass. She's like, ah! I'm like, yeah, girl, go ahead. So
those have been fun.
Yeah.
That's it. Like we said with like similar to Kelani and others that we were like, okay, good luck.
Yeah, right.
Like you got a title now, good luck. Because there's a lot of quality competitors that are gonna be coming after you. So don't you can't take a night off. Anything else from the flagship?
No, that's all I got.
So over to the bodega. NXT. Decent show. I would agree. Obafemi retaining over Javon as Primo, even though. So yes, Javon ends up cashing in his title match early and gets a match between Obafemi for his championship. Almost had it.
Well, I mean, granted, because in that promo, like it was really Ricky out there calling his shot against Oba, talking about, "Hey, we're 1-1." So by my logic, that means that you owe me one. You know what I'm saying? Like we need to figure this out. And then Javon comes out and he's like, "No, I'm cashing in tonight," basically. But yeah, I guess you said the subtext or not subtext, but the under headline of the retention is like Ricky Saints, you know, turning heel.
Yeah.
Because when Javon's got the upper hand and
Javon almost had it.
Yeah.
He had it basically.
Yeah, he's on top of him. Like we're getting the count right after he hits, you know, the RKO, you know, off the springboard. And Ricky Saints pulling him by the ankle out the ring. You know, it takes one fall from grace, and then that's it. Sit out power bomb 1, 2, 3. And it's just like, damn, Ricky, you bastard. Like, it's like, I guess, I mean, it makes sense in his character too, because I mean, he's very in your face anyway.
They had a friendly sparring of words, but I think, you know, based off how it played off a couple weeks ago, Ricky got in his feelings a little bit. And, you know, Javon could be a little overly cocky.
Yeah.
At times. You know, he's a young kid. He's just wilding because he's young. It makes sense. And I'm here for it. And maybe it's finally the hurdle that gets Javon the NXT championship. Though, again, seems like he's pretty much going to be on the main roster like tomorrow.
Yeah.
So it's like, what does it make sense for him to hold?
But yeah, we're already seeing him and Oba up there already. So,
but I would still hope that he can still hold the title at least till maybe
a little bit.
Stand and Deliver.
So Javon's gonna beat Oba for the title.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then he holds it till Stand and Deliver.
Okay. And then we'll see him on the main roster after Mania.
Yeah.
Or more like he'll actually be main roster.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. The mids I had, I like the Ren getting the dub over Sol Ruka. And really I had this as Zario was not ringside for Sol. She was actually up in the not quite the rafters, but she was at the top of the crowd, you know, at a distance, like still applauding, but like kind of half-heartedly, at least to say. I think that's the nice way to put it. And even when she does get the win, she just like walks away and like doesn't wait for Soul as she's like coming up. So I was like, dang, she really left Soul hanging out here. I mean, once again, when we think about like how obvious Tatum and Izzy it was, it's still fine, but I'm looking forward to it. And I think,
yeah, it should be a good match. Obviously,
yeah,
it'll be one of Zarya's like better competitors that she's faced.
I wonder how many like F5 she'll hit her with. That's really what that's what I want her to. Just like she'll like know she knows the Soul Snatcher so well that she could counter it, like let her like run into it, or like she'll get up real quick and catch her or something, and then
just
bang,
just throw her or something like that.
Yeah. So and then we'll be like, oh, we've never seen. I don't think anybody has countered the Soul Snatcher. I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
So every time she goes in for that, you know, flip, it's she hits it. So, but I like that. And I guess I might as well. I'm just jump down to Shake real quick because it was about Ren QCC. But I like the I call this the seniors hating on the freshmen. The promo of Fatal Influence and Ren QCC.
Yeah,
and like I said, it's just, and also numbers game where it's like I get it, you're brave. She's like, and Kendall Gray was really good in her promo too. That's what made me put this on here was Kendall Gray.
Yeah, they're saying like she could be called up pretty quickly. Like they're really high on Kendall Gray.
Yeah, I could see that. And because she calls out JC, she was like, I get it. Like, you don't believe in me. Like, nobody believed in me to win this match. Neither did we. It was like, literally, she was the last one for us. It's like, you're already evolved champion. It's fine. Yeah. You're good. And she was like, but guess what? Nobody expected you to, just like you. Nobody expected you to beat Stephanie. And it's, I was like, damn, you're right. Because I damn sure picked Stephanie to retain.
When she won, I was like, good luck.
Exactly.
Good luck.
So she was like,
she definitely proved me wrong, at least. I know that.
So I was really high on her promo. And like Ren also as a character, I mean, I guess she's super bubbly as a character anyway, but like she's not like stupid, I guess is what I was like. She understood that there was like tension like there and was like, I would say not trying to dissolve it, but like she was standing up to them. You know what I mean? Like she was like, I get it, we're small, but like I get another recruit in here. She was like, my first recruit got a title. And she was like, I'm eyeballing you right now. You know, Laney with your speed title. Like, you know, so
I'm curious to see who's the third person.
Yeah. That's where I'm like, I like Ren with that, but that was my little jump right there. But the other mid I had on here, this actually was a really good match. Kaylani getting the win over Jordan Grace. Man, Jordan loses a lot. She loses a lot, dude. Like, and granted, I guess like
it makes sense from a storyline standpoint, though.
I guess so. Are we doing a storyline with them too? Are they in a rivalry right now?
Yeah, because Jordan was when Kalani was TNA Knockouts champion.
Yeah,
and they had the not War Games match, but the feud between TNA and
TNA and NXT.
They shunned her and whatnot, and Jordan was trying to be like, "Hey, like we're good." And stuff like that.
I can be neutral.
And, you know, I used to be at TNA not too long ago.
They made her like special guest refereeing.
I think so.
Yeah.
And so, you know, there's a little bit of confrontation between them.
As there's history, I was thinking, is there like?
You're trying to push the Kalani heel turn. I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, true. No, I'm not mad at it either. But because, like I said, once again, the match was great. Like it was even like when Jordan was on top of the turnbuckle and Kalani kicked her in the face, like she fell off and hit the barricade and she died. So great selling by her. But like that kick, man, she ate that kick and like that shit was like not quite directly in the face, but it was like here.
Yeah.
Like just off center, and I was just like, "Damn!" Like she ate that shit. So
yeah, I also think like,
and then a super clean 450 from Kaylani
Grace is gonna be fine. Like she could literally win the title at any time.
Yeah,
like, I'm not terribly concerned. Now, if this was main roster, that'd be a little different.
Yeah, I know. That's where I said. I know you thought I was like kind of harsh on her, but I was like, yeah, because if she was on main roster, I think she's Ivy Nile.
Yeah,
like, I think like she's obviously
I don't
bigger.
think Ivy Nile is such a she does barely gets any TV time.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous to say Ivy Nile.
Yeah, I mean, but that character. I mean, I don't know if once again, because they're, I mean, no offense to them, but they're obviously stronger, like built up women. Obviously. So I just think they're obviously in the same spot. And then like, what are we gonna do with that kind of?
I wouldn't say that's the same spot, just because you have similar builds. That's where
well, this is where I'm saying I don't know if I have faith in the booking of her, especially on the main roster when you got Bianca and Rhea and Io, and you know what I'm saying, for her to have like a super huge impact. You know what I'm saying? I can see her in like the IC.
I think she could knock off Stephanie.
Okay.
On it, like
I mean,
first month rivalry with her and just like winning at the first pay-per-view, that first match that they had.
Sure. I mean, not to mention Stephanie, I'm gonna say has cooled off. She hasn't, but like she hasn't been featured as much. Like we're getting like Nikki. I mean, that's why I was segueing to that. But yes, they had a segment today where Nikki Bella. We're continuing the Nikki Bella and Stephanie Vaquer feud where she wants a rematch, and that's where I was gonna ask you, how do you feel about that? Like getting
I'm like
a run back.
Weren't you hear Nikki when that rule was made about no rematches?
Okay.
So how do you?
Okay.
Or did you not look at the updated rule book or guide that they gave you when you came back? Like ridiculous. You lost.
Like everybody gets an employee handbook.
Yeah.
When you come back, and it's like you might want to check the highlighted section that changed.
They changed updates since you've left.
Like you lost and you weren't the champion, and you're talking about a rematch. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, this is not times have passed here.
Yeah. So that's where I was like, I get obviously, or we're just featuring Stephanie in the point that like we hear her music and like for the pop and everything, but just like getting like Nikki Bella to come out and be like, "Oh, I want a rematch." I'm like, that's a nothing segment. Like, not to mention the kayfabe of it. Like you said, the rules have updated.
Yeah,
that shit don't even make sense.
But yeah, I agree with both your mids. Ren over Soul, and Kalani over Jordan. You had one more.
Yeah. My other shake. I like Blake Monroe. We get
I like the segment. Yeah.
Yeah, the segment of her talking about how she talked to Ava. The promo. She
wanted to be a fighting champ. She wanted to defend it.
Being the defending champion that she is. She's like she's hosting an open challenge for the women's North American title. Whoever wants a shot, and of course every woman in the back comes out at the same time. And immediately she regrets saying those words because she's just like, "Oh no, Ava, no."
Really good acting on her part.
But it's we get the refs, to basically run interference on like the mob of women coming out, like which I thought was Callie Armstrong was in the middle of that too.
Nikita Lyons was there.
Nikita Lyons, like a lot of evolved women.
Yeah, mostly I think.
But really, the ones who gets hands on her is Thea Hale, my little pit bull. I like her.
Yeah. Tekla's sister.
Yeah, basically. And she actually taps her out. Yeah. The match didn't, and it's funny because she celebrates and everything, but all the rest were out of the ring. So she's celebrating like she won the title, but it never happened. So she taps and just basically runs away.
Do you think she could actually win it?
Thea Hale?
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, I would honestly, I really do want more from Blake first. Like, I think she can lift that title more, to be honest. So I think it would be kind of early for it. But as far as my belief in her, she's one of my girls. Like, she's on my roster as far as like, you talk about our favorites.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, I like her too. I'm a fan of Thea Hale as well. I was just thinking like, do we have outside of just like the, I guess, scrappy underdog? Do we genuinely think that she can knock off Blake to win that title?
Yeah, like with that character. Once again, it's kind of similar what I was saying with like
as far as what's been presented. I'm not saying that it can't do the work in the next.
Weeks, then no, no, not right now. Yeah. I would say no. I would still have Blake retaining in that match for sure. Similar. I think she's in a similar situation to. I forget who I was saying this about, but I was like, we needed character maturity from her. That's kind of where I'm at with Thea Hale too.
Same. Anything else from the bodega?
Nah, that is it for me.
Let's keep it cool and streamlined. Let's head over next door. Coffee shop, AEW Dynamite. Winter is coming.
Speaking we held off on it, but we're currently now that the game is over.
Yeah. We got
Collision
Collision
is
on
on.
right now. Swerve versus
Josh Alexander.
Josh Alexander.
Yep.
Yeah, the laptop's blocking my view a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, for me, Primo for the third consecutive week, Continental Classic matches. The highlight, Speedball getting the upset win over Kyle Fletcher.
That shit was fire.
Yeah.
that was fire. Like, great work from both of them. Like, even Kyle's like ridiculous selling he does. Like, or the facial expressions and stuff. They're like so comedic. Like, there's a great spot when Speedball or Kyle Fletcher is standing outside the ring and Speedball runs towards him like he's gonna do a suicide dive, but instead slides underneath and does a Hurricane Rana to him. And like when he hits flat back, he's just like, oh,
Yeah.
That reminds me of kind of like I feel like a comedic spot, like in a Japanese sitcom, like if a uncle got hit in the balls, like that's the face he made, kind of like. But yeah, man, Speedball was kicking the shit out of Kyle Fletcher, and like I said, that was the like literally kicking, also like roundhouses and shit like to the face over and over again. And I was like, I think this is his second best match I've seen, like singles wise, second to his Okada match. Like when I really, like I said, Okada had me believing like Speedball's gonna win the Continental title for real. I was like, that was one because Okada, a lot of the time you could see like, I would say for the first half of the year, that man was pretty lax in his work. You know what I'm saying? You gotta motivate him to get up, like, you know, depending on who it is in the ring with him. It's very clear. And it surprised me when he worked with Speedball. I was like, oh, holy shit. Like, I forget who's on Masked Man. He loves Speedball.
Brian?
Yeah, Brian. I'm with him now. Yeah. Like,
or I know Shoes like Speedball.
Or Shoes, that's who it is. Yeah. Because Kaz was like, man, I'm not really feeling it. Yeah. I'm like, yo, when those kicks is hitting,
like I said, when I first saw him, when he first debuted, I was like, "Who's this video game character?" And I'm like, "Yeah, he's definitely won me over." I'm not saying I didn't like him when he came out. It was just more of just like
curiosity. Yeah,
I was like, "Okay, I see what you're doing." And again, I'm a fan of jet speed too, as well.
Yeah, and he's a legit like Taekwondo, like black belt. Like, he's been doing Taekwondo since as a kid. You know, I heard his interview. So, that was a great match. I had the Swerve and Hangman against the Ops in the Tornado match as a Primo. That was like real fun. I think you said it before, where it's like, I mean, this is the superpowers hooking up, especially like the two most over face guys.
They weren't going to lose.
Yeah,
that's why I have it as a mid. I'm just like, it's so predictable, but I'm like, okay, fine. Like, it's still a great match.
Yeah,
like,
it was very fun with them, like, because they started the match before the match started. So it was just, hey, they all fighters, you know, Swerve and Hangman. They're just like on site type shit. So
Hangman just chugging beers on the side and stuff.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
That.
You get like the point when like Shibata, he has like Swerve reeling, puts him in a chair, and like you see everybody in like the food stands are just standing around, and he just like you think he's gonna do his running drop kick, but then he just like stops and like like front kicks him. I just thought that shit was so funny.
300 him.
Yeah, basically, literally, he gave him the Sparta. This is Sparta. But I mean, it's I don't want to just say run of the mill. That sounds so negative, but like, wham bam, thank you, ma'am. There you go. That's what I mean. House call, two house calls to Powerhouse or Shibata, and then that was it. So, but I think Powerhouse ate a buckshot too, you know, to take him out right before that. So, but it was fun. The crowd obviously enjoyed it very much. I mean, like I said, the two most over guys are actually fighting around you and all in the stadium and stuff. So, that was great by them.
I have this as a Primo, and you have this as a mid.
Yeah,
the Babes of Wrath becoming inaugural AEW Women's Tag Team Champions. Surprise for me, because again, I think the favorites are clearly Tony and Mina to win this. But I mean, obviously, Tony and Mina are super accomplished. That, you know, it's good to see.
Between the two of them, they're super accomplished. Yeah. I mean, Mina's obviously held titles. Like, we've seen her on AEW with titles around her waist, even though they were like New Japan and stuff. But Babes of Wrath, I mentioned this before, they would be my choice anyway once we saw that they were getting face because I'm like, those two need it more. Like, go ahead, let them establish it. And it's like, I could see it sort of like their, even though it was not pay-per-view, it's still their like Zack Ryder at the top of the ladder moment, you know?
There was genuine emotion after winning it too in the promo afterwards.
Clearly. And it's like, because they had, I mean, and Harley, I mean, it's crazy because she's super young in wrestling. Like, she said she only started like 3 or 4 years ago, you know what I'm saying? And like, so this is actually her first title and everything. And that was very genuine. So I would push it up, if anything, like for the moment of it. Yeah. I would say it's a primo.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Happy for them. They should be a fun tag team to watch forever, how long they hold those titles.
Yeah. I think they need some they might need tag music, because it's really just the music is just Harley screaming "Babes of Wrath," and then it's just Willow's music. And then that's it.
Willow has fun music.
She does have fun music.
It fits their characters for both of them.
That's true. I guess. Maybe add some bass on there. I don't know. Just a slight modification. You can keep the same whole tune, you know.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah,
I get it.
Just a little distinction. That's all.
I put the Continental Classic as a whole up there as my primo, but you split them.
Once again, we've given
you
that
itemized yours.
Yes, so we've given it in the slot of like on the scale of Continental Classic.
Yeah,
it's just the second best.
Yeah, for sure. I totally agree. Like I said, mine just gets weighted up. I'm like, both the whole tournament's been spectacular so far.
Like honestly, because you think about like just the whole. If every single match, which it has been, is just primo every single time, that adds up to a top shelf tournament, at least, you know, just for the consistency of like, holy shit, you know, and they're giving them like, these are going through commercial breaks. These are upsets are happening. This is realistic shit, like in this crazy round robin. So all these matches are going 20 minutes and anybody can get one over because they're not pay-per-views yet. So,
but we definitely knew Jack Perry was not going
to he was not going to do that. And unfortunately, it's just because, Darby Allin is hurt. So he had to, he was the one replacing him.
I believe so,
yeah. So he also inherited the 0 points that he had from like Darby's loss that he previously owned. So he was already starting behind the 8 ball. But now that I had the thought where I was like, he should complain about this. But then I guess he's like, oh, his character, now that he's face, he'll be like, oh, this is my cross to bear or some shit. Like, you know, I don't want to say he's still in redemption. He's already redeemed himself, but I think he would just like, I don't know, face logic his way through it, I guess. You know, where it's like, oh, it's fine. You know, this isn't my first uphill battle, you know, say some shit like that. I'll go on a run. But yeah, that was everything big. What else happened?
There was after that match, you had he got jumped by the Don Callis family, and then that brought out Luchasaurus. Which then brought out the Young Bucks, and I believe Kenny was there as well. And, you know, that whole
Don Callis offering a spot to Jack Perry again, and it's just like this roster is just gonna keep expanding. Like, this is huge, but this was Eddie. Yeah, I didn't even put Samoa Joe and Eddie up here.
Samoa Joe, Eddie,
main event. I'm sitting here like, what the fuck?
I put that as mid, probably just for the fact
predictability.
The predictability of it. He was not losing that on to a Wednesday night for a title that he just won like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
You had Mark Briscoe promo against the Death Riders, and Daniel Garcia.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because Daniel Garcia is getting a TNT title shot.
Yeah. That's pretty much it.
Okay.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. AEW Dynamite, I think it was the best show of wrestling this week.
Yeah.
Continental Classic continues to be the best thing in wrestling going on right
now. Yeah, for sure.
Shout out
best
to
tournament. Yep. I think, I really don't want to like overcook the fact that like I'm just annoyed at Okada like wearing the international, like them breaking the title in two, basically, because now he's not holding the unified since like the Continental is up. Because I still just can't wrap my mind around like, so the unified is just vacant unless you're holding both, right? That's just what that means.
Yeah.
So it just disappears.
I guess so.
That annoys me because we were just talking about how like that title should be on scale. That was on scale with the world title.
Yeah.
And now that that's happened, I'm like, okay, that clearly shows me that it's not, because it's just
This is why I say you need a GM for this show, because you're just letting Don Callis just do this,
jump people,
in kayfabe, that it's like, nah, there needs to be an authority figure that says like, no, this is for the unified championship.
Yeah. But yeah, that's my last comment.
Because like, why have a singular championship? Then just come out with 2 belts.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like I said, I don't want to overcook the point. That's fine.
But let's get into the book of wrestling. Pretty short book of wrestling this week.
Yep.
Keep it simple. We got a lot of wrestling to get through, so we'll make it a breeze through the book of wrestling. We'll head over to the boutique.
Yep. December 13th, 1971 had this written as, sometimes getting fired is exactly what you need. Antonio Inoki is fired from Japan Wrestling Association after a failed coup to take over the company. The next year, he would start New Japan. There you go. So
crazy.
And the rest is history because there's no explanation needed after that. Like, when you hear
that, it's like, okay, totally got it.
It's funny because it's like, for him to like hearing that, it's like, oh, a failed coup, like because he's a wrestler, he's an active wrestler at that point in time. So it's like kind of like think about Triple H backstage, and it's like, you motherfuckers don't know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me fix this shit. And that's kind of what ran through my head, like not specific, but any huge wrestler that you would think is like politicking in the back. I was just thinking of anybody, like if that was like Hulk Hogan, back in the day or some shit.
I wonder what happened to the other company. Like, how long did they continue to run operations and whatnot? Are they still around
after him leaving?
Yeah.
We'll look into that. But,
so, that's crazy. Yeah, not much needs to be said after that. As soon as you say New Japan, I'm like, okay, cool. That clearly has worked out.
My European Bay just came on. Tekla.
Yeah. Chris Statlander in the ring with
that schnoz, man. I love it. But it's not written down here, but also the same day, 95. This is when the women's division was let go in WWE, and the women's title was deactivated.
Yeah.
2 weeks later, Alundra Blaze.
Yeah. Puts it in the trash.
So yeah. But this is the day that the women were let go. And I'm just like, damn, that's insane. That I'm just like, yo, I didn't think about it like that, where I was like, oh, that was like the lead up to it. Like, where all these women were just like, oh, we don't need y'all. Like, what the fuck?
Sunny as a manager because she sells T-shirts and whatnot.
Right. Oh, you snuck at least a current event on here for us. I did see this.
Yeah.
It looks pretty cool.
Yeah, there is sorry, I did forget I put a current event there for Friday. It actually came out on Thursday, but I thought there was going to be more on the Book of Wrestling. But Game Awards were happening this week, and the first look of Street Fighter, the movie, coming out this April, I believe. Yeah. That has Cody Rhodes playing Guile, Roman Reigns as Akuma, and Japanese wrestler Hiroki Goto.
Yeah.
Playing
E Honda. Yeah, the sumo wrestler, that 1,000-hand slap.
Yeah. Great casting as far as I got the character posters here that I found on Reddit, and then obviously the trailer. Trailer looks visually cool. They didn't really say much about the story. Obviously, it's Street Fighter, so like, how much story do you need? But like, you would think there'd be like, obviously, it's a sneak peek. It's not like I guess their first trailer. But I'm like, the actual like movie aspect of it, I'm like a little worried about that now.
Yeah, that's the thing, is that like watching that trailer, it looks so fucking fun. And you played Street Fighter,
yeah.
Okay, and like just seeing like at the very end of the trailer when like Ryu is like just kicking the car, and I'm just like, are you fucking like that bonus level halfway between where you just I'm just like, this is just gonna be fun. It's not, this story is not. I think it'll be thin just enough to like carry it, but like that's not what we're here for. You know what I'm saying? It'll be like Mortal Kombat effectively. You know what I'm saying? Like, granted, I don't want to relate it to that because that's like one of the worst movies ever to come out. Like the 90s ones that we came up on.
The first one was dope. The second one,
that's one of the worst movies ever. But yeah, in that same thought where it's like, all you need is that simple tournament. You know, that first Mortal Kombat, it'll be fine. But like, we're in a new era, and the look of this, like watching this on trip, this will be fucking great watching this on stream.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. I'm
this
definitely
is gonna
watching
be
this.
fun.
If they have this in 3D, that'd be dope.
50 Cent is Balrog.
Yeah.
Andrew Koji is Ryu, which
that's great casting.
That's a great casting because
Yeah.
I told you I was watching. I forget what it was. It was that Bruce Lee show that was on.
on HBO.
On HBO, and I watched that show. That was pretty good, and that's the first thing I ever watched him in. I was like, oh, this dude is dope. Eric Andre as Don Savage.
Mhm.
Once again, great casting, just all around. I was like, oh,
Centennial as Ken.
Andrew Schultz is in this movie as Dan Beaky. I was like, okay, he's gonna get his ass beat, but yeah. Either way,
David Smolchin.
And Jason Momoa is Blanca. You know, he loves those crazy ass.
Yeah, the posters are really dope. Character posters. Cody.
Oh yeah. So that high top is crazy. High top.
Yeah, so
yeah,
really looking forward to that as far as just from the visual aspect, but I'm not really high on the acting. Or not the acting, but I guess like the actual movie aspect.
Yeah.
I'm here for the just pure.
It'll be fun in the cinema,
it'd
for
be
sure.
Fun. Yeah.
It'll be fun. It'll
And
be worth
we got
going
Mortal
to see
Kombat 2
properly.
also coming out like not too long far after that. Before or after that, but they're pretty much coming out like not too far apart from one another. And again, early reviews apparently Mortal Kombat 2 is supposed to be really dope. So
we are both slacking so hard.
For SmackDown.
Yeah.
We watched it.
We did watch it. I gotta bring it up real quick on Bleacher Report.
But again, it was a pretty tame show. They were in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. Like I mentioned, Javon just working this entire week. Had a match against The Miz, won that. Put that at mid, probably.
The Ilya Dragunov Open Challenge, that's the primo of the.
Again, it's just consistent. That's just it's almost
him and Ciampa. Ciampa finally
as,
got his shot though. So that's the storyline.
That's almost as consistent as the the Continental Classic, as far as like Ilya and whoever's been. You know, these open challenges, they've been pretty much the best thing on SmackDown on a weekly basis.
In my opinion, the other best thing on this was Lash Legend getting a win over Alexa Bliss.
Yeah, pretty much in a squash match too. Yeah.
Looking great coming out there, hearing her music and everything. And actually putting over the Lash extension.
Yeah.
You know, so people will know, people like myself that care. And I mean, granted, because Lash is like gonna be in the heavyweight women, you know, bigger girl division. Like, so you have like an Alexa Bliss to do that on. She can do that on Bianca. She can do that on Jade. She can do that on anybody. Like, she is that
Nia, maybe.
Well, yeah, of course. Nia, I mean, nobody can do anything on Nia. So, but I'm just saying, just to put you start with Alexa because we know Alexa is a great, you know, set of hands anyway. Similar to like when I think about Kyrie, you know, Kyrie just unlocks your moveset. Alexa's the same thing. I would say even maybe not better because like, I mean, she's like 100 pounds soaking wet. She can't be over that. Like, Alexa's got at least a little bit more meat on her bones than them. No offense to anybody, but Alexa is still great in ring, and she gave her all that she could. But like you said, it was just a squash, really. Like, she couldn't overcome her power, like, at all. Like,
good look for Lash as far as like, making her a dominant presence, especially being like a new person on the main event roster
and having her with Nia, and like hopefully we're actually caring about the women's tag team titles, or we have been.
I'm more engaged in the women's division
than the men's.
Than the men's. So
yeah, for sure. And I think that's why we got that like promo or like that shot. I think I don't even think like the Usos are staying a tag team. I think it's a shot in the arm for the men's division. It's really just to bring Jay and Jimmy there for a quick second. But also Terror Twins getting the W over the married couple, the Blacks. Aleister Black and Zelina.
I think with matches, especially that include Rhea, it is no offense to her. This is just more of a testament just how over she is and like basically being the women's version of Cody. At this point, anytime she's in a match or just involved in a match, it's going to be very rare to see her lose.
So that's true.
Predictability is like, okay, it would have been nice for the Blacks to win, but
nah.
Obviously, you got Rhea Ripley on the other side that like, again, we were talking about War Games. Like, you got Rhea, EO, AJ Lee in the same side. It's like, okay, like, we get it. Like, they're going to win.
For sure. Or no, it's Charlotte. Charlotte too.
Yeah, and they had Charlotte in
Yeah,
there.
that's
as
right.
well. Like,
That's what it
OD.
was. Charlotte, Io, and Rhea on the same side is like, all right, yeah, this is a wrap. This is
And then you had AJ Lee as well.
Mhm.
So, but yeah, SmackDown was pretty chill. Bleacher Report gave it a C plus, which is one of the lowest grades I've seen them give for an overall show. But yeah, again, that was pretty much the main roster shows for the week.
Who did Jade beat up? Jade beat up somebody.
She beat up
Michin, yeah.
Michin, yeah.
And it's funny because like Michin was pulling out the table,
Mhm.
and they were like, "We want tables." And I see like Bleacher Report. They put the sentence up here like she's probably not a fan of Slim Jims.
Yeah.
Like she made sure it wasn't seen or used. So, but
maybe she has a sponsorship deal with another
yeah,
beef
right.
jerky.
But my
You know
thought
how,
was
like NBA players at like their press conference, they're like, I can't drink Gatorade. I'm sponsored
Yeah.
by like, Powerade or something like that. You
Mhm.
gotta put the bottle down.
Yeah, but you can't leave SmackDown without talking about our champions. So, because I said I do like the booking for Jade. I think Jade should just be a show up and wreck shit type champion. Like,
Mhm.
because I think she's not a heel, but like I said, she's definitely a
She's
tweener.
definitely a heel.
She's definitely a tweener. I think because they're cheering her still.
Are they?
Yeah,
Okay.
they're cheering her.
Okay.
So I mean,
I'm not denying it. I don't.
Yeah.
I was like, I thought I read her character as a heel.
yeah. Do you?
Yeah.
I think I read her more as like she's a badass. Like I don't want it because Bully is inherently
Mhm.
heelish, obviously, and that's where it's like teetering on. But she's very like territorial over like because like when she got in Chelsea's face and she beat up Chelsea, it was because she was saying she's the best champion in North America, and she was like, "Bitch, what? Like, no, I'm here. Like, what you mean? Like, she's like Clarissa Shields. Like, I'm the baddest woman on the planet.
Yeah.
Like, that's just she means in all factors. She don't want to hear nothing from nobody. So if you got something
And
to
then
say
you're
about
going to
that,
aggressively get in fights with them just
she's
because
gonna prove her point.
How are you not a heel at that point? Like,
Because, and she's saying like, "Come see me." Like, it's not like you can't come see her. Like, she ain't avoiding smoke. She's looking for smoke.
Yeah.
Like, so I mean,
there's an organized way of going about it, and she's like jumping you and like getting into your face backstage. It's like
I like seeing a champion on the offensive like this. I'm liking seeing Jade like this.
Yeah.
I don't know, but yeah, she's not it's basically like, yeah, she ain't letting shit slide. Like, what you say? Oh nah, there's and none of that.
Yeah.
None of that. And then yeah, our other champion. We got the promo with Oba.
Yeah.
Oba and Cody. Oba showed up for work too. So did the fans too. Because like by the time he was on the back end or like the second half of his promo, those NXT fans was there. They was like, "Who?"
Mhm.
Every time he was talking, "Who?" I was like, "Oh shit!" I was like, and we get some chance. I was like, "He's gonna make me believe he's gonna win."
It's gonna be dope tonight to see him come out.
Yeah.
Against Cody.
And see, maybe they do that same like if they could get the camera angle of the shadow again,
Mhm.
as Cody's like waiting in the ring.
Oh, Cody's not waiting in the ring.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, Andre, I messed up. Yeah,
Cody is not.
but either
waiting
way,
for
but that
Owen
was a
Hart.
great shot with Ricky Saints, though.
Yeah.
Like, I was just thinking about that.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I was like, that'd be sick to see him there. And he's just like, you see him coming towards him now. Yeah, but yeah, he's not waiting.
He's
Absolutely
not
not.
waiting in the ring.
Yeah.
Anything else from SmackDown you wanted to talk about?
Nah, that's it. Solid show. Holding steady.
Yeah. Let's get into the predictions finally.
Yep.
Saturday night's main event. What is XL two eyes? That 42?
Yeah, 42.
Yeah, it's 42.
Yeah, XL 2 eyes. Yeah.
Yeah. Here in DC,
Mhm.
we drove into the city to run some errands, and not bad traffic for DC today.
Three lane closures and one even back. I mean, I won't count this one back here. That
Yeah.
was like at the crib, or not 3 lane closures. We got a lane closure, a disabled car in the middle of a 3-lane, and or a lane reduction from the left also.
Yeah.
At one point in the highway. So it was
it's DC traffic. That's not bad for DC traffic, but just blame John Cena for it.
Yeah, you were saying that too. You were like,
for any traffic that we have today, just blame John Cena for being here. We have 4 matches on the card. Pretty short show, but these are not counted towards the overall record because these are just glorified house shows.
Effectively, yeah.
Glorified TV tapings or whatever you call them. Let's start with basically non-title match here. One only non-title match. Bailey versus Sol Ruka.
This is the one where it's like, okay, we're talking about Cena's leaving and like the legacy he wants to leave is having the younger superstars be featured, which is why
Mhm.
we're getting this card. This is the one that is most heavily like, all right, I believe Sol Ruka could win this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Bailey's been doing great work with Lyra. She's more, I mean, I guess they're in the tag division, right?
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
matching
They're
gear.
part
So,
of that tag team.
so
division,
yeah, this is where I'm like, I feel like Bailey is kind of like she's not as respected as Daniel Bryan in that spot, but like similar to like, when Brian Danielson, was just losing in AEW on Dynamite and stuff, but giving people great matches. It's like he's fucking indestructible.
Yeah.
That's the way I feel about Bailey, where I feel like she's indestructible. So this is the spot where I would have like, if we want to give an actual believable win and see the Soul Snatcher, it'll be Sol Ruka winning this.
I see that. I understand that. I worry about Zarya causing interference. I'm gonna go Bailey.
Yeah.
I
Because
think
the rest of this is going to be predictable. That's the only one we're going to have.
Yeah, I think the veteran is gonna pull it out.
I mean, I think Bailey is definitely like betting odds favorite. You know what I'm saying? Once again, we talk about like our 2K ratings. Like Bailey's still at 90 at least.
92,
she's on her low end right now because she's in the tag division. She's not lower than a 90, 91. Soul is like trending up like 83.
I'd say
like,
84, 85.
Okay, yeah. That's strong for non-main roster. That's all I'm saying. But
2 titles,
Yeah, sure. That's why I'm giving her a chance too, because
she gets dinged for injury, from a kayfabe perspective.
Oh yeah, she's not really.
She has like her knee and she has her knee injuries and stuff like that, both in like real life and then also how they accentuate that in storylines as well. But I go Bailey. I think the veteranness of Bailey just ends out winning out, but they have a really entertaining match. And then obviously the Soul Snatcher is one of the best looking moves.
Yeah, we will see that.
Like, you'll see that, and people that haven't seen her wrestle can be like, "Yo, that's crazy."
Yeah, because my thought is, I said it earlier, is that when she hits the Soul Snatcher, that's one of the most protected moves that they have, and we're gonna see the Soul Snatcher.
Yeah.
So maybe Bailey becomes the first to kick out of it. Completely believable, like you said, veteran. So duh. I mean, if she kicks out, then I would say Bailey's winning that match immediately. So that's can Bailey. That's what the thumbnail of this will be. Can Bailey survive the Soul Snatcher? So that's really what that question is. The next match we got up here is for the World Tag Team Championship. We're sure.
Yep.
For the titles.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
I'll open the wiki just to make sure, but no, they took it out, so it's not. So
okay.
It's just a tag team
non-title match. Okay.
Let's see. When I copied it earlier, it said it was for the World Tag Team Championship. But
okay. See, that matters. But it's AJ Styles and Dragon Lee. I was about to say DJ Lee. Versus Javon Evans and Leon Slater. Man, the chemistry that those two black brothers got. The two black luchadors, See, now, like I said, that matters to me because seeing that it was a championship match, they're not winning.
They're not winning. Yeah.
They're not winning. But Leon Slater, once again, similar to the Soul Snatcher, we're gonna see that Swanton 450.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you're not gonna win the titles doing that, but I could see you winning this match doing that.
I can see that's the thing because like Leon Slater is still a TNA guy, and it's like, are you really gonna put your titles
on a
TNA guy? And then Javon is in this kind of limbo area of like, I'm facing for the NXT Championship, but I'm on the main roster a couple of times. Like, I can see them winning this match and then end up being number 1 contenders.
Yeah.
Against AJ Styles and Dragon Lee for their titles.
Yeah.
At like say the Monday Night Raw New Year, January 5th. I still want to go AJ and Dragon Lee. I think they're here for the reason. I think Javon and AJ and Leon are here for the spectacle of it.
Yeah.
Of just like,
I mean,
look at these dudes fly around.
I would say that's literally this match.
You add Dragon Lee and then you add
AJ Styles. Yeah,
it's like
that's literally this match.
It's an
like,
A+ match.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what you're gonna get. And obviously, you bring up a great point. What's Leon Slater's 2K rating if he's not in the game? He's got to be DLC TNA.
He's definitely DLC.
He's DLC TNA X Division champion because he's gonna be.
Yeah, I'd say he's 87, 88.
Dang, that's high. All right, well, that's a featured character. So
Yeah.
yeah, he's coming in like on a high. But yeah, I agree. This is difficult.
You say you're going AJ and Dragon Lee?
Yeah.
Are you writing that or I'll write it?
Yeah. Dragon Lee.
Next match. Champion versus champion match, though I believe the titles are not on the line.
They better not be. Cody Rhodes. Cody wearing the NXT championship. Bringing that over his shoulder.
Cody Rhodes versus Obafemi. The fact that this is probably not obviously for the titles, and I think we might see some shenanigans out of it, even though I could see Ricky Saints coming out and costing Obafemi the match as well. I'm going to go upset Oba.
That's why we asked the question, who doesn't fuck with Cody? Who's the one
mask person?
Just the mask guy, yeah.
Yeah. Brock Lesnar.
Okay.
Chris Jericho.
Is he even coming?
It's been projected that his contract with AEW is over in December, and so he should be able to come on WWE television. But yeah, I don't know. I can see shenanigans coming from both sides. Obviously, the clear picture from Obafemi is Ricky Saints.
The hard
feeling like he should have been in the spot and costing Obafemi the match, but
this is the hardest to predict because once again, this is in the spirit of John Cena match, where it's like, oh, you're featuring a guy to, put over a guy. It's like you bring up Obafemi, not for him to lose, but I mean, he's got to be over. I mean, he is, but it's like how much of that translates to like in ring. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, or in the because you can always protect Cody, like you said, with a run-in or some shit. Oba don't give a fuck. Like he's just gonna hit fall from grace and that's it. So that is interesting. This is the hardest to predict.
I would like to see it as a squash, but for Oba, but it's not going to happen.
No, that's not happening.
But if you want people to catch eyes on who's the next big thing,
exactly, because it's like if Brock is leaving and all this type of shit, he's gonna be the guy throwing people around. So that's where I believe he's the one out of everybody they want to feature. They want to feature Oba the most.
Yeah,
which is why this is tough. I'm gonna go Oba.
Since this is non-contested, I feel it's Oba. But if we were up for this was up for points, I would go Cody.
I would go. Oh yeah, true. Because like I said, it doesn't count, so it don't really matter. But I really do want to. Oba is just too, and not to mention he's given up still like 50 pounds to Oba. Like he is just a natural fucking hoss of a fucking guy.
Yeah,
like he's like 275, 280, something like that. So Cody can't be over like. I think if he rounds up on his biggest day, he's like 235.
Probably, yeah.
Oba can hit. I bet you if he doesn't get in the gym for a bit, he can probably be 300 pounds. He might be. Shit, I don't know.
Cody is 222 according to Google.
Yeah, what's up? Yeah, you're looking at Oba. Thank you.
It is 6'6", 310.
Oh no, he's already over 300. So yeah, he's given up. Yeah, damn. Yeah, he's too big, man.
Yeah,
like, and especially not that he's not too big for Cody. He would be too big for anybody in this position, but Cody has ultimate Diamond Galaxy Opal, resilience and champion, and he's the guy.
Yeah, exactly. All his card levels are.
Yeah, gun to my head, I would absolutely pick Cody.
Yeah,
gun to my head.
We're having fun. It's a non-contested match.
Yeah, so, and the most obvious thing, and the thing that we're here for, the thing that we dealt with traffic for, is fucking Gunther's ass whooping that he's about to lay on John Cena.
You think Gunther gets the last win over John Cena?
Yeah, why not? I mean, it does feel good to like. I don't think it's because we already know we're breaking kayfabe
Yeah.
with this. This is his actual retirement, and like, I mean, granted, he has been super heavy-handed on like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, I want to feature younger guys. How we're gonna have a whole tournament and stuff like that. It wouldn't feel like a Hoganism, for him to win. It's obviously sending that home crowd happy because this is going to be the last match. You know what I'm saying? But regardless if he wins or loses, Gunther's going to get out of the ring and we're going to have the fucking Cena, appreciation thing.
Yeah.
So I don't think there's going to be interference. You know what I'm saying? I could see, I mean, Gunther was just talking big shit. I'll choke you out. I'm going to crush you, all this stuff. We could very easily see a STF and he's going to tap. I mean, the last times we've seen Gunther losing, he's been tapping out.
Yeah.
He tapped out to the fucking his own headlock at Mania and shit like that. But just for what they've been very clearly leading us towards, I'm just going to believe them and say that
it does make sense for Gunther to win this, especially.
Like I said, you've been saying also it's a chip for him to have, going forward. Like,
but again, if he doesn't win this, the last person to get a win over John Cena would be Dominic Mysterio,
which is still a great spot. Yeah.
Again,
and winning the title off of him. Yeah. But this is where they've been leading us towards.
I said though, this is Rocky versus Drago, and where WWE leans. They're not gonna let Drago beat Rocky.
Sure.
I'm going Cena. Okay. Though I would not be surprised.
I mean, he's gonna be on. He's gonna be. I think 100 overall.
As much as it means to lose and put people over, and give those people those opportunities, I do think there is something to be like, man, the last time we saw John Cena, he might have gave you a top shelf match, but he lost. Mm-hmm. That sucks. Mm-hmm. And this is John Cena. Everybody wants to see John Cena win and be happy and go home happy. Mm-hmm. I think you just send.
It's a go home happy.
You just send the crowd home happy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
like I said, I think it would be.
But I do see him. I could also see him getting choked out or annihilated by Gunther and just laying dead prone in the middle of the mat while Gunther's already left, and then he gets up, and then it's all this whole emotional like goodbye and bow to the crowd and whatnot.
Yeah.
But I do think that's have the pyro go off. I also see John Cena winning and the pyro going off and him having this whole moment going on stage and the champ is here,
roster coming out and everything.
The champ is here, the champ is gone. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going Cena.
Yeah. So he's going to be on 100 overall for sure in this match.
There are two differing opinions on this match on this card of Bayley and Cena. Yes, so Ruka and Gunther and everything else we agree upon. That is Saturday night's main event.
I got all young people winning, don't I? Oh, except for the tag team match.
Yeah. Yeah, you leaned more NXT. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Bayley's indestructible. I guess. Well, I said, yeah.
Bayley can take that loss probably.
She can take that loss.
You could probably write about.
I said the one that the Oba. I mean, I'm not gonna belabor the point. It's fine.
It's a non-contested picks predictions this week. Let's get into our champions and close the show out.
Yeah, I just got one, and it was free and clear the moment that I saw it. But this is the super bad. This is the super because it's a combination title, an original one that I came up with myself. You've seen it, obviously. Our great movie in 2008, the super bad Kobayashi and Chestnut Glizzy Gobbler title for phallic items in or around the mouth, going to Jack Perry in the Continental Classic match when. I was gonna say Takeshita, but Okada has him up for his jumping tombstone that he usually does, and then we just see Okada crumple over in pain. All of a sudden, Jack Perry gets out of it, and you just see he's grabbing at his dick, and you're just like, so Jack Perry had his dick in his mouth. That's kayfabe. That's what happened. He bit him on the dick or bit his balls or something, and I'm just like. I have to. There's no way I can't acknowledge this. Like, you got to come up with a new title for this. Like, specifically when you get a groin, phallic items in or around the mouth in wrestling, this is a title you're getting. And he had it, presumably, in the mouth. So, Jesus, Jack Perry, you're getting that.
I missed that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I have one. I didn't write it down, but it's pretty simple. It's the Hi, we're John Cena. Title to John Cena for his cameo appearance in Pluribus 2 previous episodes ago. Surprised, even though I did see that there was a wrestler that was supposed to be on that show but I didn't click on it, so I didn't want to spoil most stuff because I didn't watch the episode yet. Yeah, so kind of surprised, but it makes sense that it was John Cena explaining the Hive's reasoning for eating people in that show and how they use it to survive because they only have 10 years left before they are extinct because they can't even pick apples from a tree.
Yeah.
They see that as a form of killing. So, yeah, shout out to John Cena for making that cameo. That was really enjoyable, and it'd obviously be only right to just give a John Cena a title.
And then to add another layer onto your John Cena title, correctly called, you said the Hi. I'm John Cena.
We're John Cena.
Oh, we're John Cena.
Remember, he's in the Hive.
Well, this is in this new phase of John Cena. People are going to get to meet non-wrestler John Cena. This is the first time, so you can think of it like, sure. I'm just saying, completely removed, from in ring. You know, where maybe people will give him
John Cena the actor.
That's what I'm saying.
Like
so
Cena, the wrestler.
It took Rock how many years until he got this role? So how many years until Cena gets his smashing machine role? That's all I'm getting.
He's a white guy, so pretty easy.
Yeah, there you go. Maybe so half the time, at least. So there you go. Maybe he gets it in 5 years, 6 years.
Yeah, but Christopher Nolan or
somebody will give him something. He'll be in Babylon.
Like that.
Yeah. There you go, and he'll get a Oscar nom for like best supporting actor or some shit.
Yeah,
like John Cena can actually act. Holy shit,
he's not bad. He's not bad. But yeah, he does have his lane. But same thing in the Rocket. Like, go get your money while you can. You're still making a whole bunch of money, and you can still have the opportunity to get that acting itch off when the time is right. So yeah, shout out to John Cena. It's obviously your week. We'll be watching on Saturday night's main event. Moody, take us out.
All right, people. We're going to see y'all next week, and we're going to keep on watching AEW Collision. My guy Takeshita is currently in a sharpshooter from Claudio. Watch the Continental Classic. Watch us. Subscribe here. Do all the social engagement things. And send us an email at thewrestlingreap@gmail.com. See y'all next week.
Peace.